In this video, I will be covering the game of New World, my take on the road it's forged, and why I believe it's received a very mixed reaction since launch. Before I continue, I would just like to caveat that these will be high-level observations and not intended to influence or align to any specific feedback on issues or fixes. If you enjoy the video and find it of value, then please consider becoming part of the community by checking you are subscribed. Any feedback on the review is greatly appreciated. So, where to start in the debate? Well, having played most MMOs of this type over the last 20 years, I believe there are fundamental changes in today's gaming market, both on the side of the player and the game developer. What do I mean by this? Well, we need to look at who this game was originally aimed at and what expectations Amazon set pre-launch. But before we do that, let me give you an overview of how we got here. Traditionally, MMOs in the past have been quite different in a number of ways. Firstly, they tended to be mostly or exclusively titles only aimed at PC players. Secondly, they always tended to be titles that were built on foundations around community, role-playing, trading and exploration. To add to this, titles have tended to be either free-to-play with paid-for content or subscription-based. This was usually seen as a positive approach from the community, as it ensured a dedicated roadmap and future content for years to come, which was often backed up by the developer's communication. It would be quite normal that most games were seen as long-term experiences that players would want to hang out in as a place to meet, chat, roleplay, and use as a projection of a citizen in that world. Moving back to today, New World, the game in question, has been developed as a mainstream title on multiple platforms to appeal to as many gamers as possible. But by doing this, the game has missed the ability to appeal to any particular segment at a much deeper level. From a developer's point of view, this approach is sound in the short term if the title has solid exposure, is a paid-for title, and has enough content in the game to compete with other open-world titles. The downside of this, however, is the content tends to be increasingly generic, interaction within the world appears disconnected, and the community has little sway on the continuation of development. I would suggest that Amazon, to be fair, never advertised the game to be anything other than what was released, and any disconnect comes from our expectation as players depending on how you approach the game. Traditional gamers of this type have most likely approached the game at a slower pace, wanting to immerse in the story, with the experience of bugs getting fixed along the way while looking forward to lots more content to come. New gamers to this type of title, more used to playing games with endings and solo open world, would have most likely been challenging speed to max level and consumption of instance content alongside PvP. Neither of these, or in fact any way someone approaches the game, is wrong. However, these opposing styles have the ultimate outcome of appealing to all but satisfying none. In short, New World has a crisis of identity. Gamers are already looking for the door for many reasons, and whether the game can turn its fortunes around when it comes to the place to hang out, only time will tell. One thing for certain, if things stay the same, then this title will see more negative feedback, community unrest, and gamers voting with the uninstall button. As a player of New World, I hope this is not the case, and we begin to get improved visibility of Amazon's plans for the game, and the players are treated as a loyal community, and not just another cash cow of big business. In summary, I wouldn't say either side is blameless, however the misalignment of expectations, pacing, visibility and value are all things that need to be fixed if Amazon are to be trusted by the gaming community on any future titles. Amazon, you have been warned. Please let me know what you think of the current state of New World in the comments below. What else are you loving or hating about the experience? For now, thanks for watching and have a great day.